I am Slick Nick, and yes, I am the living legend of hair loss, the red pill pusher, your personal hairline hero. And yes, right now I have COVID. I have COVID while I'm making this video. That's how much of the true alpha male that I am. That even COVID is not enough to hold me back because I am the red pill pusher. If I go bald tomorrow, that's fine. I'm still confident and I know who I am. And my self-esteem will not go down. My confidence in myself will not go down. COVID, I'm gonna keep making these videos, even if I have COVID. Now that we've got that established, let's go ahead and check out this comment that came in quite recently. I made a video a couple weeks ago called Norwood 2 is what Kevin Mann thinks I am. So we have a comment from, and I'm gonna mispronounce it possibly, Louis Nascimento, sounds Italian, which for what it's worth, exactly 100 years ago in 1920, my maternal grandfather, his father landed here in the United States, came off the boat, made their way to Wisconsin, and I came from that. So there we go, because he sounds Italian, that's why I said that. So Lewis says, quote, "The way I view it is, if you have significant hair loss, you have to work twice as hard on those 10 things on your list." So just to be clear, if you've watched my hair videos before here in 2020, you know that I always put a link in the description below where you can watch a video and you can learn not only if you're gonna go bald, there's 5 questions you have to ask yourself, not just one. See, a lot of my viewers will focus on one thing, like whether somebody could grow a full beard by age 16, and they focus on just that. No, it's about all 5 things. And then beyond that, there is a list of 10 things that you are being judged on very harshly by society. They're sizing you up by those 10 things. So that's what he's referring to. So if you have no clue what I'm talking about, go ahead and just click on that video. You can learn what the 10 things are. Because the whole concept is, being a red pill pusher, is that instead of focusing on what you can't control and giving that power, give power to what you can control, which are those 10 things. And those 10 things on the list are ultimately, for the most part, things that help other people. And when you're focused on helping other people and not on yourself, people like you more. And that's ultimately what you want. You want to be more attractive to other people. You want to be needed. Well, there you go. They're going to need you. They're going to want you. They're going to like you if you're actually serving them through those 10 things. And you could look at the list and say, well, Nick, that doesn't make any sense. One is about being fit and healthy. What does that have to do? Well, if physically you can't take care of yourself, and even that has, as a result, you not able to serve others. So that's what he's talking about. So let me just read that again. He says, the way I view it is, if you have significant hair loss, you have to work twice as hard on those 10 things on your list. To which I responded, victim mentality. To which he said, that's because balding men are actually victims of something that makes them look aesthetically worse. To which I said, which are you, an incel or a MGTOW? Classic black pill thinking is what you are exhibiting. To which he said, don't get me wrong, I admire your content, but calling my original comment victim mentality is a simplistic way of addressing what actually happens to a lot of men. This is a long comment, I keep reading. It is a fact that the lack of hair makes those 10 things much harder to accomplish for most men, specifically guys going Norwood 3 at 21, which I don't think happened to you. I may be wrong here. Even if my views are slightly black-pilled, doesn't mean I'm not giving it my best in becoming a confident man. The two are not mutually exclusive. Point is, balding is a setback. You just have to compensate for it in other ways. And your videos are probably helping people do just that. Take care, smiley face, end quote. So thank you. And I do appreciate that we do not have a complete fixed mindset in this. I have a viewer who has given me some street cred in admitting that I am on the right track here. So here's what we have to really establish though. Is he right in saying that you have to work harder on those 10 things? You know what? You gave me some street cred, so I'm gonna give it to you too. I can give you that, yeah. I can admit that if you have less hair at a younger age, you are going to have to focus more on those things. I don't really feel that's that distant from what I'm saying, but I did say victim mentality. So let's go back to that. So victim mentality is, poor me, look at the lot I've been given in life. Why God, why me? Why must I be the guy who has less hair at a younger age? Meanwhile, I guarantee you, there is someone the same age as you, even shorter than you, who has less hair than you and has a very attractive girlfriend. That's how it works. There's always someone who manages, and that's someone who is like me, victorious mindset. Overcome COVID, overcome the thought of hair loss. So you keep it in mind that, unlike the person who left this comment, most people that watch my videos and support my channel aren't actually balding. They just fear that they will, which again, it's sort of that black pill thinking. It's going to be the end of the world if I go bald young. But again, always reminding you that you don't need a hair transplant, you need a brain transplant. You need to think like someone who is victorious. Keep in mind, Nicholas in Greek means victorious. My Italian grandfather who came over 100 years ago, his name Alberto Vittorio Metello. That's actually what his name is. I've seen his birth certificate. Going back to that concept of being victorious. But you get to choose it. And that's where black pill people don't quite get it. See, that's what I'm learning about my viewers, is a lot of you are leaning towards that black pill. So just to refresh, red pill is you have a choice to give power to things that matter, not to things that don't. Power, focus on things that you do have control over, not things that don't. Blue pill is still giving power to those things instead of taking responsibility. But black pill is there's no hope, it doesn't matter anyway. So I do appreciate again that this viewer is acknowledging that you do have control over it. And that's a good place to start. Acknowledging that, hey, you know what? I wish that I could still have as much hair as Nick does when I'm 39. I wish. We can wish for a lot of things. And I will admit on my end that I've had it easier because of that. That's one less thing I've really had to worry about. I didn't go bald young. And it just so happened that I acquired this mindset to really, because remember, that list, where did that come from? I invented that. I created that from life experience. So that's why a lot of the ways I look at this channel is it's me sort of traveling from the future to tell a younger version of myself, hey, even if you did go bald, these are the things that you're actually being judged on. So yeah, it is a matter of you focus on those things. Maybe you do have to focus on them more if you are going bald young. But so did the guy that's the same age as you with less hair than you and is shorter than you. He had to do that too. But I'm providing a path through the red pill. Not black pill, there's no hope. Not blue pill, oh, I better save my hair. But red pill. Focus on what you can control, even if it means you have to try harder than someone like me did, where I didn't have any hair loss issues at that age. But walk away from the victim mentality. Don't worry that it's easier for some people. Don't worry about that. Focus on improving yourself by focusing on what you can control. Your comments are right here.